Welcome, Becky and Jules. Good to see you. We'll start the class in a few minutes. I'm hoping a few more people will come in. Seems a little light for us today. So wait a minute or so to see if other people will join us. If you are seated, you can put the ball behind your back and massage your lower back with the ball. It feels pretty good. Otherwise, you can drink some water and get ready for the class. We use a ball in this class, as you know, and so it's a 7-inch ball, wide ball, inexpensive. It's in the toy department, and so somebody told me they found it at Dollar General, and it was $1.30, and so anyway, and it also is at Walmart and places like that. Probably at Target as well in the toy department. Well, we'll start the class in a minute or so. We'll wait for more people to attend the class. I'm glad that you have come in. I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's some issues with service in our area because there's so few people here. We were having some thunderstorms and some of the street lights were out as I was driving home. So maybe that's part of it. Anyway, we'll get started in just a minute. Let me know if you have any questions. You can unmute yourself and ask a question. You can show your video. I like looking out with you and seeing you. And I do use your images and your progress to, as I go through the class, to see where people are at and how everything is going for them with the exercises that we do. So we'll start in a minute. Again, waiting for a couple more people to come in. I'm Sharon. I'm the instructor. I'm waving my hand right now. I have a ball in my hand. So please pin my video or make it large by selecting me as the speaker so that you can see all of the images. One of the advantages of unmuting yourself is that you can see yourself working out and see how it's going and your posture and all those types of things that might be beneficial. Well, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to put the ball down for now. Again, I'm Sharon. I'm your instructor today, and it's a Wednesday, 15th of July already. And this class is sponsored by Villages of Santa Fe. And you can reach me at info@villagesofsantafe.org. Just send an email to that address and they will forward it to me. It's a 45-minute class. We're using that ball, using a chair. Make it your class. Do whatever you need to do to make it fit your needs. Let's reach up to the ceiling. Right now, I'm sitting away from the back of the chair, and I'd like you to do that also. So we're using our abdominal muscles to hold ourselves up. And then we can go back to the side. And we can go to the floor with our hands. Generally, this is always a little tight, even later in the day. And we'll go back to the sides. Possibly you can reach a little more. This is great for getting your heart rate up. Let's reach up to the ceiling, increasing your blood flow and also increasing your breath, getting some oxygen into all of your body for all the activities that we're going to do in the next 45 minutes. And you can stop there and just shake out your hands a little here, shake out your shoulders, Shake out your back. Give everything a little movement here. Let's bring our legs out wide. Let's put one arm on our legs. This is my right leg. This is my forearm on my leg. I'm leaning to forward and to the side. So it's a side stretch. And I'm going to bring my arm up over my head and attempt to look at it. I'm going to look at it. That makes the stretch a little larger. If that's too much, put your hand behind your back, or you can even put your hand on your shoulder. But see if you can do this twist and stretch the side body. It's a big stretch. So breathe into it. See if you can relax the muscles that seem to be so tight in our back, on the sides of our body here. A couple more deep breaths. And now let's bring our arm down. Shake out your shoulders a bit. And we'll bring the other arm up, or other arm on our leg, other arm up over our heads. Do some deep breathing here. Again, as you reach to the ceiling, start thinking about your lower back. Breathing, try to relax those muscles. Seeing if you can get a little more extension with the stretch, or at least make it more comfortable as you stretch. And you bring your arm down and shake things out. Let's use our ball. Bring our legs in. I'm at the edge of my chair. I'm gonna put the ball on my thighs here, put my palms on top of it. I'm gonna roll the ball down my legs, hinging at the hips, and then come all the way back up. If you don't have a ball, just use your hands. It's a stretch, hinging at the hips, stretching out your spine. Go ahead and look at the floor. Exhaling down, inhaling up, inhaling down, exhaling up, inhaling down. We'll do one more after this one. And come on up. And shake that back a bit. Let's put the ball in front of our face and squeeze it. So we are going to look at the ball. My elbows are up in the air here, which means that my shoulders, muscles are working to keep my arms up, back muscles. We're rotating the ball, so we're using our wrists and providing more flexibility to our wrists and to our fingers. We're also strengthening our fingers as we continue to squeeze the ball. Let's go the other direction. Look at the ball. Keep your eyes on it. Good brain, ear, eye connection. And you can stop there. Let's put the ball under our chin. Elbows are up again, or have good posture. Shoulders are back. And let's push on the ball using our palms. If you don't have a ball, push, just put your palms together, isometric, and push your palms together. The ball is nice, or even a pillow, or a very stiff toy stuffed animal. It's nice because it resists and you get some movement that's a little more interesting than just isometric. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stop there. Have you felt that in your pectoral muscles, big muscles in the front part of your chest? Let's put it back up here again. And let's squeeze it and see if we can turn to the side, keeping it squeezed. Not so easy. And then release it. Squeeze it, keep your elbows up, turn to the side, come back to center, release, squeeze, to side, back to center, release, squeeze, back to center, release. We'll do a couple more. Back to center, release. And this will be the last one, and release. Well, I bet you felt that. It's a lot of strength to hold that ball for that much time. So to shake these out in your arms. We need strong arms so that we can get out of a chair, get out of bed, whatever is required of our daily life. I put this ball in my right arm, bringing it down. I'm doing a little torso twist here as I bring it down, which is going to also help our spine. 3, 2, and 1. And move to the other side. If it's too much to twist around and look at it, just modify this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, move around a bit, check things out. Let's put the ball on our lap and push down. Give it a good push. Again, it's increasing strength in your shoulders, upper arms, your back, perhaps your abdomen. As you push, taking some air out of the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just move around a bit. Let your muscles settle down from that. Let's put the ball between our legs. Try not to make it at your knees. Try to bring it back a little. Knees are sometimes very cranky. You can hang on to the bottom of the chair, or you can put your arms up behind your head by your ears. This will open up your chest, improve your posture. Let's squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, big squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. This will be the last one. So make it a good one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's do more work in this area of our body. So adductors are on the inside and abductors on the outside. These are muscles, and T-bands are in our legs. So we want to keep those strong so that we can also have good posture and stand up straight. Let's start pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that always seems to be a little more difficult than it should be. Take a little more strength. So shake out your legs. Get rid of some of that tightness that you have in your muscles as your nerves are waking up. Let's go rowing. It's a very easy thing to do here, but it is nice for a twist. And it's also nice because it gets your heart rate up because your hands are moving up over your head. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and to the side. And you stop there. And give everything a shake. Let's put the ball between our feet. And then we're going to lift and lower our feet. But let's move back a little in the chair so that more of our leg is on the chair, since we're going to be using our abdominal muscles to lift and lower. We want to protect our spine. So squeeze the ball and lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll move back out. Let's put the ball under 1 foot. That's my right foot. And I'm going to press down. You can just press on the floor. If you don't have a ball, give it your leg a good press. Using muscles that are in your hips, in your legs, to take some air out of the ball, increasing strength, flexibility. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's point our toe up to the ceiling, and then point your toe to the floor and to the ceiling, keeping that flexibility in our ankles. All the bones, ligaments, and tendons are active as we do this. And then the next move adds to that. And so let's stop that and go side to side. And we'll move this ball to the other foot. And again, coming back out in the chair, push down and see if we can take some air out of the ball, increasing strength in our hips and in our legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, let's point up to the ceiling, point to the floor. And we'll go to the side. And we can stop there. Let's pick the ball up. And let's move our legs to one side. My legs went to the left and my ball went to the right. Pick up your legs and see if you can track them back to the other side. Lifting and lowering, using your abdominal muscles to lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And finish it here. And again, check these out. Let's do an exercise for our abdominal muscles. So put it back between your legs. And let's move all the way out to the edge of the chair. You can modify this. I'm going to slouch down. I'm all the way at the edge of my chair, so just a tiny amount of my thigh might be on the chair. And we're going to try to have our spine straight. I'll do that in a second. But if you don't want to do that, you can just stay on the chair, move back a little, and lift your legs straight up and down. But I'm going to go on all the way back and hope that maybe you will join me. So we have somewhat of a straight line from our shoulders down to our hips. You're hanging onto the bottom of the chair, squeezing the ball, and seeing if you can lift the ball and squeeze it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and exhale. We'll do another 6. We're going to do 2 more sets. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, a couple big breaths here. And this will be the last time. Squeezing the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And use your hands, put your hands on the chair, push yourself up, don't use your spine, and just shake out your spine. I left that ball there because we're going to stand up, and we're going to squeeze the ball as we stand up. But you can also take the ball out for a moment and shake your legs out if you want. So I'm at the edge of my chair again, and you can put your hands across your chest. Maybe you do it in the awkward way. If you're right-handed, you put that left hand across, or you can push out the bottom of the chair. So feet are straight out and heels are under my knees, not back here. That's really difficult. That's tough on your knees. Let's stand up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to stay standing. We're going to come back to our chair for a cool down, but now we're going to stay standing. I'm going to move my chair to the side so you can see me. You can leave your chair as it is. You can work out on each side of the chair for most of these activities. Keep the ball. Hopefully it stays where you want it to stay. Drink some water. I'll wait for you to come back in. We're going to do some hip circles. So if you are back and ready to go, let's do a circle here and try to match your hips to an imaginary circle that you have drawn on the floor. See if you can touch every spot. If you have a little bit of discomfort somewhere, maybe you want to spend time working on that now or later. See if you can get rid of some of that tightness. It's a great thing to move like this. It helps lubricate your joints with fluids, which then help. Let's go the other direction. Help some of that tightness. And 1. Now let's stop there. Shake these out. Let's come to the back of our chair. And we're going to do some heel lifts and toe lifts. Try to use as few fingers as possible on the chair. Maybe you just need one index finger on the chair from each hand. Maybe at this point you can actually hover with your hands. You can touch the top of the chair periodically as you continue to pick up your toes, pick up your heels. 3, 2, and 1, and the toes come up. And shake up your legs again. Everything in good shake. Let's use our ball. And let's bring it up over our shoulder and then bring it down to our knee. Just one knee. You're going to have one finger on the chair. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And moving to the other side, so our arms up like a goalpost, we bring it down. So the knee comes up, we balance for 1 moment. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake things out. Everything in good shake. Put the ball behind our back. Maybe you can open up your chest by pulling the ball away from your hips. And let's try to kick our butt. So knees are going back or are staying under our hips. They're not going forward. If you can look down and see your knees, that's not quite right. We're trying to stretch the front part of our thighs here with this activity. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake out your legs, your hips, shake your back. Just move around a little bit. Shake things out. Let's put the ball down for a moment. And we're going to rock forward and back. I have a chair here, so we're going to rock forward. One hand on the chair, Back leg comes up, maybe 4 inches. We rock back on that leg. The other foot comes up. We're going to increase the height of our stretch in our legs. Each time, bellies are tight, hips are tight, butt's tight. You're finding something to look at. You're anticipating lifting your hand off the chair. Let's see if we can do that now. And balance as we rock. It's usually a little challenging as you get started, but once you establish some balance, you can kind of settle into doing this with no hands. 3, 2, and 1, and that knee comes up. And move the chair. I'm going to watch her. You may be working out behind the chair and not need to move it. We're going to rock forward and back again. So that back leg comes up, that leg comes up. We find something to focus on in the distance. Pull your belly in. Legs come higher and higher. We have maybe one finger on the chair at this point. And let's see if we can lift our hand or at least hover and touch the chair periodically. Sometimes that's all it takes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring your leg back up and shake things out again. Shake out your back. Let's do a balance activity. I'm going to stand on one leg. That's my left leg. And let's bring on this leg up and circle our ankle one direction, circle it the other direction, and bring it down. Leg comes up, circle, circle, and down. Again, a few fingers on the chair. Circle, circle, and down. Try to challenge your balance. Removing fingers, hands. Hover with your hand, possibly. 2, and 1. And shake the leg that you stood on, which held your weight. And I know that they become fatigued. It takes a lot of strength to stand on one leg. We almost never do it. Let's circle this direction, circle that direction. Get your balance, find something to look at that doesn't move, which might mean that you're not looking at me at this moment. And we'll just circle our ankles clockwise and counterclockwise. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back around. And shake these out. Check out your legs. Muscles that are waking up, nerves in the muscles that are waking up, and letting you know you're exercising. So just shake them out. Let's use the ball again. I'm going to put the ball out in front. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Our bellies are tight. And we are going to rotate our hips right, left, right, left. Upper body doesn't move. You can look at the ball and count to yourself or say right, left, right, left. That generally helps, because this is an awkward thing to do. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake out your back. Now we're going to do the top part of our body. So everything below the waistline is very tight. Tighten up your belly. Tighten everything up. Follow the ball with your eyes as you twist your upper torso. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and finish it there. And again, shake out things, shake out your back. bring the ball up over our head and bring it down to one leg, like a knee strike. You can touch the ball on your knee, or even your hands, you can touch on your knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 on that side, and finish it there. And again, shake this out. Let's put our heels together looking like a duck with our toes. And let's put the ball under our chin here and elbows up to the side. We are going to lift and lower our heels, and eventually we're going to start dropping our arms. But first, let's lift our heels up a few times here, getting your balance. All right, now, as you lift your heels, drop your elbows. And squeeze the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake everything out. And let's put the balls down for a moment. We'll do another balance exercise. Bring your knee up, and then bring it all the way back around. You're going to feel that in this joint. It's going to add to the synovial fluids that are going into that joint as you move it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Check things out. And coming back up, knees up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake everything out. Let's use the ball again. I'm going to put it in my left hand, hang on to the chair. We're going to try to bring our elbow down to our knee on one side. So, balls up over your head, we're going to the side, not forward with our arm. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that. Move to the opposite side. Be sure to squeeze the ball so you don't lose track of it. We'll go to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, shake these out. Let's try to do a more challenging balance exercise. There's 2 ways you can have your feet. You can do heel to toe, like it's a tandem stance. And it's like a tandem bike, 2 people on the front and the back of the bike. Or you can stagger your feet. You can put the ball of your foot in the arch of the other foot so that it's a little less of a strenuous exercise. Let's put the ball on our belly and push on it. That's going to help with balance. We're going to do some little squats here. Tighten up your thighs. Tighten up your thighs. And let's hand on the chair. And let's see if we can do some squats here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, maybe one finger on the chair back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake out the back leg. We'll do the other side. So in that case, I have my right foot in back. This time my left foot is in back, heel to toe, or stagger your feet that way. Find something to look at on the horizon. Push the ball into your belly, tighten up your thighs. And let's see if we can do 10 more of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake out your legs. Hopefully that worked out for you. It's a really good balance exercise, but I know it's difficult. Shake out your legs. Let's put the ball down. And let's do a curtsy. So you can hang on to the back of the chair. You can keep your arms out to the side, or you can rotate your wrists. And you're going to bring your leg back behind and then forward. Back behind and forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake there. And again, move around a little, shake things out. Let's use the ball again. We have about 10 minutes left in our class. We will sit down and do a cool down, but for now, let's do a lunge to the side. So that knee is bent. I just stepped over to the right with my right leg. I put the ball here on my thigh, and let's power back up and bring it to our shoulder, and then back down. And one of the goals here is to increase some of the strength in your hips. So if you start to tumble, you have strength to right yourself and muscle memory. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And check these out. Over to the other side and spring back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back and shake things out. Let's do some squats. We're going to use the ball. So feet are a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to squat down, come up, and then squat up with our hands, come down, squat lower, up, low, high, low, high, low, high. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and finish it there. And now, let's return to the chair. You can put the ball down and we'll use it again. And we'll just do a little cool down here. So, use your arms, your hands for leverage. Pull yourself around in the chair. Doing a twist, your torso, your spine. Since we have done quite a few activities standing, twist your spine. Try to keep a straight line from the top of your head down to your tailbone. Look into the far corner with your eye muscles and breathe. And let's come around to the opposite side. Same thing. Take your time to get around, twisting your torso. Look into the far corner, your eye muscles. Do some deep breathing here, thinking about a spinal twist. And you can stop there and come on back around. Let's bring one leg up. One leg, this is my right leg. I'm gonna bring it up, place my fingers, pull my shoulders back. I'm holding my leg up with my hands, my biceps in my hands, in my upper arm. Foot is flexed. Inhaling and exhaling, stretching our hip. Let's point our toe and flex our foot. Make that dynamic. You have your hands on your shins. You should be able to feel your shins moving under your hands. You know that you're doing a very big stretch. And now let's circle our foot, our toe, one direction. And again, all the bones, ligaments, tendons in our ankle are active. We make a perfect circle here. And let's go the other direction. Now let's bring this leg across, put it on your thigh. That's my right leg. I put it on my left leg. I'm going to take my left hand and put it in the ankle area. And this foot is flexed. It's straight across from my leg, not pointed, but flexed. And you're going to put your forearm on your leg. And we're going to drop down, looking at the floor, stretching our hips, especially the right hip, if that was the leg you put over the top. Pulsing, seeing if you can go an eighth of an inch lower as you breathe. And we could stop there, bring that leg down, and shake out your legs, hips. Let's bring the opposite leg up and lace your fingers, flex your foot. Remember to keep your shoulders back. Good posture. Inhale and exhale. Let's point our toe and flex our foot. And again, make that so that you can feel it under your hands as you do it. Maybe if you have some popping, sometimes that's just air. If it doesn't hurt, it's probably just air in your joints. And let's do a circle with our toe. And again, we're attempting to activate every bone, everything in our ankle. And let's go the opposite direction. Now we'll bring this leg across. That's my left leg. I put it on my right leg. This bottom leg is straight out. Put your right hand in the ankle area. Flex this foot. The left arm goes on your leg. And you're starting to hinge at the hips. And look at the floor. And pulse. And see if there's any way that you could drop down a little more each time that you pulse. Breathing, relaxing. And that'll be the last time. And bring that leg down. And shake out your legs. Shake out your back. Let's bring our arms to the side. Put one hand on our shoulder. Let's lean to the side. And then bring our hand back up to the ceiling. Lean to the side. Hand back up to the ceiling. Working on those areas under our arms, down to our hips. Be sure to inhale and exhale on every movement. And we can stop there in the center and switch arms. Now let's drop down and up. Abdomen is pulled in. One more time down and one more time toward the middle. And then bring your arms down, shake out your arms. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls to the back. Thank you for staying with me. We're almost completed. Very good. Let's squeeze our hands and flick our fingers a little here. Give a little more attention to our fingers. Big squeeze, big grip. And shake out your hands. Let's sit up tall, drop your chin down to your chest, roll your head one direction, keep it tucked, bring it back to the center, then you're breathing both directions. As you go to the left side, keeping your chin tucked, think about some big muscles, sides of your neck, back of your neck, seeing if you can get some little bit of more flexibility there. There's some of the tightness that you might have. One side might be completely different than the other side. Great thing to do several times a day. Very simple. This is a great idea to stand on one foot during the day. And let's bring our head back up to each other, bring our gaze back to each other, and let's bring our arms to the side and hug ourselves. Pat yourself on the back for coming to class, being ready to work out, staying through the class, doing all the activities. Some of them were pretty interesting and pretty tough, so hope you'll come back and give it another try. If you're new to the class, you can pat out the muscles that you work, show some appreciation for your calf muscles. Don't get much of a notice. And thank you again for coming. I look forward to seeing you next week. And I hope you have a good weekend and try to stay cool wherever you are. It's good to see you, Jules, Terry, Velma, Diane. Nice to see you all. Thank you again for coming. If you want to contact me, just send an email.
Thank you, Sharon. It was a great workout.
Oh, thank you, Velma. Nice to have that feedback. Okay, I guess I'll end this class then.